Hi, everyone.
Hi.
All right.
Hi.
Yeah.
So we're going to go around the room and share, if you're willing, the name of your future self. And then I want you guys to share what you will do this week that your future self will thank you for. Thanks, JC.
So I'm bummed about my name. It's lame. I need to think about it, and I will share a better one next week. But I cheaped out and stole Hannah's, so I'm JC 2.0.
Hey, suspend the judgments, JC.
Well,
That's fun.
I didn't mean to be a copycat, but that I can't think of one.
No, that's a good one. I thought you were going to do something with patience and champagne.
Oh, you're right. I know. I should have. Yeah.
Hey, there's a champ in Champagne. Just saying.
Oh, can I just be like
Champ? You can do whatever you want. Okay.
I'm gonna be champ. That's my future self. One thing I'm going to do this week that my future self will thank me for is I'm going to, I will have a celebratory glass of champagne, but in addition to that, I will make sure that I'm practicing regular self-care. I've noticed with this semester starting up and really ramping up, I am falling behind on some of the things that I depend on to kind of keep me sane, and I think my future self would tell me just to keep pushing through and to keep exploring options.
Awesome. Thanks, Stacey. So what's your key takeaway from tonight?
I really like the creativity in this, and I really liked the hope and optimism that kind of came through, and I think, especially for me personally right now, this has been kind of a rough week with some of the things going on in the world, and it seems like we've had a lot going on for a while back to back, and this exercise has just really kind of breathed some life back into me. It's been really like therapeutic. So thank you, everyone.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Kellen?
Yeah, I decided to do a different last name, so I chose Kellen Further, and I picked that because I will be further along and because I want to push myself to go further, and so that works. And the thing that jumped out for me about the future self exercise was the fact that I feel so strongly about wanting to stay really active as I get older, you know, and just keep moving and never slow down. And so that's the thing that I would do now for my future. So it's just to move more every day. I have a little mini trampoline, and I had set it for myself to get on that like 2 or 3 times a day, you know, and I just have never been able to do that. And so I want to set that as a goal for myself, to get on my trampoline at least twice a day.
So your future self will thank you for that.
Sure.
Well, any other takeaways, Kellen, from future self?
Well, I guess I would say that I've always kept that on the peripheral, you know, thinking about how I want to be in the future. I kept it on the peripheral, and I think it's good to kind of bring it center stage and not keep it on the edge of your mind. Bring it right there in front, right out there in front, and look at it, and you know, just really fully conceptualize it, and then start acting on that. Make it happen for yourself.
Mm-hmm. Bring it closer and go further.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kellen. Sarah?
Sure.
Oh, mine is really silly, but it's like the only thing that kept coming into my head was, well, if you're a tiger now, will you be a cougar? I was like, no.
I'm not
But like it's all I can think of. Like, just keep it. But I don't know if I'm really gonna keep it. So, cougar. And I think so. What am I gonna do? Like my future self was really connected around the world and traveling and all of that. So this week I think it'd be neat to start researching like in my fields other people around the world and kind of what they're doing, and maybe start getting a feel for what the trends are and what's going on with like flourishing and positive psychology and rec therapy and all of that around the world. I think I want to do that and just start learning and exploring. Mm-hmm. Yes, and it was a really fun exercise. Kanika and I had a blast. Like I had a lot more fun than I didn't really know what to expect going in, and then my imagination just blew up, and I had like this extraordinary life, and I was like, wow, like it was. Really, we talked, even if that isn't really what that is, like it's okay. It gives you hope that there is all possibilities ahead, and they can change, and that's okay too. But it's all just really fun. It makes you feel hopeful and good.
Mm-hmm. So Sarah, how would you encourage a client that was having a hard time just going with their imagination? How would you support them as the coach?
Yeah, that I know because that's so tough. I work on that a lot with my clients with autism because like imagination is not a key piece, of how they function. And so I think I would have to sort of break it down and bring in visuals, kind of like the vision board, and try to bring in like magazines and sort of concrete things to actually see and give them some concrete ideas. So I probably would kind of go that route. Like if we were having trouble imagining, thinking how to break it into something that is more realistic. Like I love the coffee shop because that to me is real, and that's something that people know kind of naturally or automatically. They're familiar with that scene.
One thing that I interrupted in with JC and Kellen and Eddie was use the client's words or like what you know about them. So JC was ended up being coach, and I know she likes to bake and cook, and so I interrupted and said, okay, so if there was a recipe for your future self, what is the essential ingredient? And that can really tap into creativity when you're using their words and things that they know.
Right. I like that.
And it makes it really fun too.
That's awesome. I love that. Mm-hmm. Tapping into their interests. Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Sarah. All right, Robin, what is your future self's name?
My future self's name is Happy to Be Here. It sounded good. I thought it was a great exercise. I really did. It gave you a lot of hope. It gave you a lot of insight into what you're looking to become. So yeah, I thought it was a great exercise.
Awesome. And what will you do this week that your future self will thank you for?
Hopefully everything. I've had a very busy week trying to get everything set up and get things going. So making self-care time, like JC said, is right there on the calendar and front of mind, because that's going to help me get through everything.
Awesome. So do you have a specific self-care action you're going to take?
Probably working out. Getting it all in.
All right, so you'll go to the gym and you'll say I'm happy to be there.
Yes, I'll go to the gym and be happy to be there. I'll run along the river and be happy to be there. I'll teach cycle at 6 a.m. like I did this morning, and I'll be happy to be there. No. I haven't done an early morning class in years, but I did a 6 a.m. this morning. Yeah, it was pretty good. It wasn't bad, but
Awesome.
thanks.
Thank you, Robin. Mike, what about you?
Yeah, so my name is Giggling Grandpa. And the reason for that is because I've, in 10 or 15 years, I'm hopeful that I'll be a grandpa. And I want this future self to be a guy that giggles almost all the time, almost to the point of annoying other people, but certainly in an infectious way. So that was great, and the exercise was great. A lot more emotionally powerful than I would have expected going in, and some really good pointers coming out about work, kind of some of the things that Eddie touched on, to not sweat the petty things. So there's some things I can change right away and along those lines, and then I'm going to incorporate silliness into my meditation practice every morning, because I want to recapture it. That was always a part of me, and it's been gone for several years now, and I want to get it back. So it's going to be part of my meditation program every morning, starting tomorrow.
What will the impact of meditation silliness be on your day?
Well, just bringing back that natural joyfulness, that natural inclination to laugh at things, even inappropriately, silly sophomore poop humor kind of guy that I used to be. I want him to be rediscovered again. So.
Awesome. Thank you, Mike. I can't wait to hear about that next week, how it went.
Well, hopefully he'll show up sometimes in class.
What is any other takeaways that you'd like to share from tonight?
No, I just really, I really love this exercise. I want to use it as much as I possibly can. I think it's a great one.
I feel like everyone needs to do it. Definitely. All right, Eddie, what we know your future self's name is. Oh, I forget it. So just remind us. Are you talking, Eddie? We can't hear you.
No, I just jumped now because my internet go in and out, is terrible. Yeah, I like the exercise. Is the powerful exercise. Is great to use for the clients, because what I think is, as a coach, what we do exactly, and we show the customer possibility, right? We show the customer, the clients, a possibility to be in different way. Make sense?
Mm-hmm. The opportunities and possibilities.
Yeah, this exercise for me is the words is a possibility, because I can put the clients in different way, in different position, and then he can see who they are.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a very powerful exercise for me. My takeaway for this is be more optimist, relax, and that's all.
How will you be more of an optimist and relax more this week?
Good question. I plan everything that I do. Everything that I do, I have plan, I have steps, And what I can do to be more optimist is believe more. Make sense?
Yeah.
Because one thing is my hope. Another thing is what I plan. Make sense?
Yeah. That
I
does.
plan to do a lot of things, but sometimes it doesn't happen. That's me. My plan and my hope is different levels. Make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
If I am more optimist, you know, this could work better for me. And what I can do to be more optimist is, again, trust more.
Trust the process.
Trust the process.
And your future self's name was I'll Be There, right?
I keep doing that because I'll be there is a power for me. That's me. Always, I think I'm gonna achieve what I'm gonna do. My translation to I'll be there is always I'm gonna keep doing things to achieve.
Mm-hmm.
Make sense?
That makes sense.
Okay.
Awesome, Eddie. Very cool. All right, Kanika.
Okay, so the nickname for my future self is the cooler me, because I believe that as you get older, you get cooler. Cooler in the literal sense as well, that you tend to get relaxed. But yeah, that's all I could think of. But yeah, I mean, my future self I've envisioned was back in India, and having a nice work-life balance, away from the rat race that I am in now of corporate life. So yeah, I think it was a very fun exercise. I think Sarah and I were laughing most of the time because we just got into that fun place where like, oh, you know, I have a wardrobe in walk-in wardrobe, and I have this and I have that. So that was really fun. In terms of my plan for this week on how I want to accomplish is, like everybody said, self-care, because I envision myself to be very active in the future. And also, I think I would love to do this exercise with my husband, so I can align with his future self, or convince him rather to move to India soon. So yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Well, can you get any other takeaways?
I think you mentioned that hope is one of the big things that we want to bring out in the client, and I think that definitely came up for both of us. Sarah, if I can speak for both of us. So that was definitely interesting and something that I did not expect.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys all so much. Such a fun class. And I'll look forward to seeing you guys next Wednesday. I'm meeting with some of you between now and then. And if you haven't scheduled with me, make sure to reply to emails or send out an email. And I'll look forward to seeing you guys next week. Bye, everyone.
See you there.
Thank you.
Bye.